He said our coach, and so that would mean to me they're D1 UIC athletes. They're in season. They don't want no riffraff up there. They don't know who we are. Welcome to the Nero Broadcast Network. We're streaming live in Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful skyline as the backdrop. This 1 o'clock start. Long shots getting ready to take on White Sox Elite. Leadoff man getting ready to go. White Sox have finished their warm-up pitches. And first pitch, ball, and the game is underway. Shots tied their first game on the 8 o'clock start. In a dramatic comeback in the bottom of the seventh inning. Ground ball, third base side. Picked cleanly, fired across the diamond. It's going to be out number one. Put my bum over here and bother you guys. Oh, excuse me. What's this one supposed to be? Whatever it is, it doesn't like it already. Yeah, it must have just came off. It's because it's tucked behind the Byers hits that slow roller back to the pitcher. Almost legs out the single here. That's going to bring up Ranger, and Ranger stays hot. Pick it up in a second. Here comes out, picks it up, fires it down the line. The out number three coming up here, the bottom of the first here. Score 0-0. Be back in the action in just a few minutes. in the action here as Byers. Looks like you got a break and game changer here, huh, partner?
Yeah. Hey, Ryan. It's a pleasure to be with you again today.
Beautiful Chicago skyline in the background. And that's a shot out in the left center. It's going to one-hop the center fielder. Fires it in. It's going to be a loud single.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good, Ryan. It was a nice barreled line drive to center field. Sox are leading business here in the first.
You pass that down. Can you put it on the other side of that pole for me? Just on the other. All of our long shot Fathers Club here along the first base line. Hit high in the air. Foul and out of play on the third base line.
All right.
Let's try dumping it again and bringing it back up perhaps at the tree dots. Hecker on first, Snyder to bat. It's a chopper down the first base line. Picked up, steps on the bag. That's going to be out number one.
Good hop. That did take double play out of order. Easy one at first.
Some nefarious activity there by camera 3. Spider-Man up against the wall there. We have to keep an eye on him. That's some expensive hardware over there. Count even 1-1 here.
What's that guy doing?
Interesting field configuration here. Nice curveball off speed. I'm wondering if the home run line continues all the way down to left field.
Yeah, I don't think so, Ryan. I think that.
Or does it? Or is the net in play?
I'm not sure if the home viewers can see, but there's a
Strike 2.
There's a yellow line above the fence in right and center, and then continues through from center field to left center. But at a pole, the yellow line breaks, and I think, Ryan, they've got to hit it over the net once you get to the left of that pole.
2. Or perhaps 2 and 2.
Something in 2.
Yes.
So they might want to look at a taller foul pole in left field. The whole net's in play, but the pole only goes about 12 feet in the air.
That ball in. 4. Second here with 1 out. Byers, a tall lefty. That one in there for a strike called.
Good news and bad news.
Oh, it's okay. That's great. That's great. We're back. That means maybe it's being finicky here. Get it? You can play with it again if you want to. Runner's going. Swing him 1 way. Need a strikeout here. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Punch out would be desirable. Yeah. No, he gets him. Looking on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch.
Got just what he needed. Gives him a chance to get out of this inning unscathed.
Went 2 away here. A nice pop up or routine ground ball. Or we'll take a K. Ball offering outside. Slight breath of wind blowing into right field. Not much of a factor here. Just outside of Gus Stadium. Oh my gosh, that one's hammered down the right field line. Foul and out of play.
Just a loud strike.
Beautiful field here. We're at the home field, St. Ignatius.
Yep.
Beautiful. Two.
Right on the outside corner there, Ryan. It was a real pitcher's pitch.
I'd like to see him stay right there. Maybe a little ground ball at first base or strike three. That's going to be trouble. It's going to roll to the backstop. And that's going to score a run. Two-away here. Both runners advance 90 feet on the play.
Now it's about controlling the damage, Ryan. One's in. You don't want to let the other one get in. Still a chance to get out of this without a crooked inning.
Inside.
Almost a carbon copy of the left.
Hit here, fouled out of play. Defensively, you got Robertson left, Nero in center, Yankin at right. You got Kiersgaard at third, Romick at short, and Kalina at second, and Ranger at first. There's a ground ball up the middle. Almost played up by the pitcher. Byers. Black uni with stripes. Thick numbers. Nero Broadcast Network. Just a minute.
I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Thank you for joining us on the Nero Broadcast Network. If you want to stay updated with new content, please help us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to enable notifications. This will ensure you're notified whenever new videos are uploaded.
We're back in the action here. The change.
Looks good again.
One skies it to left. Left fielder coming in. Got a beat on it. 6 pitch out. Steady. Keep that going.
Robert's a little ahead of it.
That one down low, takes that one. Roberts got a nice down low, takes that one. Roberts got a nice relax, gets into his ready position. Ready. To the job. That's going to be out number 3, and that's going to do it for the inning. They go down in order here. going to bring up Sox's lead here for the bottom of the second inning. Still chasing 2 here. We'll be back in the action in just a few. Excuse me, bottom of the second. Scoreboard out in center field. Looks like it's in Swahili. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's that. Not a very popular language as part of town. Chicago is a melting pot.
Great pitch.
Gonna have to get some more mics in the booth here, I think. This keeps up. That ball hit on the ground. Not enough for the runner to advance a second, so it's going to be an infield single. Slow roller.
It was more like a Band Up by the River guy.
Yeah.
Matt Foley, I believe that was the character. Just a second.
Stop.
2-1. High step, high step, high step, high step. High step. Byers fighting back. It's going to work at full.
I feel like he's missing quite a few low here, Ryan, to kind of reset, find that release point.
No damage on the pitch except for the free pass down the line, so it's going to be first and second here with nobody out. Long shot still finding their sea legs, so to speak, here defensively and up.
Nice pitch, Colin.
Nice pitch there, Ryan, to get ahead. Fastball, get it over, start 0-1.
This is the fourth game of the series here in Chicago. Second game here today.
Let's hope we see some blue sky behind that skyline for all the viewers at home, maybe later in the game.
Foul back, caught a piece of the catcher. He's tough though, back in the action. Head 1 and 2 here. K would be nice. That one hit high in the air.
Play, Ryan. That one almost stayed in the park, but caught the net on the way down. Nothing but a foul ball.
It's a lot more fun this game when your team is having a lot of success. Quite the house with some kraut. I got them thawing out in the fridge. Boil them up with some beer for later. Mmm.
So you're hosting a party this afternoon?
Mrs.
Ryan?
Nero's favorite. Mrs. Nero, big fan of the bratwurst.
So you boil a rat with beer.
There, you can sense the excitement from across the ball field there. There's a ground to first. Nice play. Nobody there. And they beat it out. And a nice job by the Sox lead player. He was hustling out of the box on a beautiful swing.
No, yeah, sorry.
Just a little late getting over the bag. And
We'll say the same thing, Ryan. It was a good stop by the first baseman. Renger was looking to flip it over, but pitcher wasn't able to get over there in time to cover. I'm sure next time he'll break more quickly. Just got kind of wrapped up in the play.
one of those.
Yep, the minute you're thinking it's too late, right? So
Yeah,
you
that's
just got to instinctually start running when it's hit to your left as a pitcher. And
Quite a situation here for the shots. Bases full of Sox players. Nobody out.
long shots playing in chance for a hit sneaking through.
Ball hit high in the air, foul.
That one, I think, caught the fence, the netting on the way down. Would have scored a run if he'd caught it. Long shots probably would have taken the out.
Ball was struck well nonetheless.
Still missing low a lot, Ryan. Hopefully he can adjust here and keep the ball out of the dirt.
Another full count here. Nowhere to put him. Byers gets the call, the signal, 3-2 offering. That's going to walk it a run. It's the third run here. They change spots on the base pads. Remains full and no outs.
See if he can help himself get ahead of 1-1 here. Take some of that pressure off.
Oh, man.
Take a minute. Take a minute.
That one gets him off the face mask. And home plate umpire trots out. Give the Sunny D. I always wondered what that was. It's not quite orange juice. It's not orange soda. Kind of orangey. Partner, any thoughts on Sunny D?
I wish I had more thoughts on Sunny D, Ryan.
There was Orange Julius. I believe Tang was another one. I think I heard that one being thrown around. Or like a cousin.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're ahead in the count here. 0-2.
Versus your squirt. More of a grapefruit. See how many sodas we can name off here. Off the wall sodas.
Strike three and much needed.
A little bit. Couldn't make contact. Big out. Infield, middle infield not moving back to double play depth.
Come in!
Ball a little high, gets past the catcher. Again, back to that left side of the backstop down the third base line. Runner scores. First base is open with one away.
They both have to move quickly and hope the ball bounces their way. That time it didn't work out for long shots.
4-0 now. It takes the double play off the table.
And brings the middle infielders back in again. So kind of a yo-yo here.
Nice pitch there. Evens the count of 2. Hot shot down past the coach there. Rolls all the way down the line.
I do see a player going down to retrieve it. So.
Right here.
That's going to be fouled down the right field line. Renger giving chase. Must be another one of those peaceable protests that we've had going on in the country. Always appreciate those. The bridge on Circle Avenue over 290. Great group of people, very friendly. All 7 of them.
Nice pitch.
Another great pitch by Byers there. Really similar to his last strikeout pitch. Fastball inside, tied the batter up. 2 outs, moves the.
All right.
There we go, first pitch strike.
Right, I think I feel the sun coming out. Haven't seen that in a few days.
Feel it warm upon my latissimus dorsos.
And an anatomical term, I don't even know what it is. Oh. There's one church bell, the 1:30 bell.
I guess it's the 1:30 bell. I was waiting for 2. Leaving his feet, nabs that one and keeps him from rolling out into the gap in the outfield between right and center.
It was a great stop, Ryan. That actually keeping the ball there in the infield prevented that runner on third from coming around to score. So at least temporarily, it keeps a run off the board. So a nice defensive play.
Jasper. And now they're loaded up again here.
And Byers looking, a little frustrated out there. Hasn't gone his way so far, but he's an experienced pitcher. You take a deep breath, shake it off. Ooh.
Oh, man,
Ouch.
fouled off the hitter's foot. That one does not feel good. It's going to take a minute, walk it out a little bit. Yeah.
There's
Shin, foot, ankle, the whole show.
I'll have to keep an eye on, see which long shots hitters use that or not. I know they're big believers in long shots in the
outside. 1-1 with 2 away here.
different batters who have broken a bone in the leg, falling it off. I think Jermaine Dye, playing for the Sox over a decade ago, had that problem.
Oh, that one hammered out into the left field. One hops the fielder. They fire it into the cut man. Here comes the throw. And they get him. Wow. Nice, well-executed play there by the long shots. 1 run came in. The second guy tried to score, and they get the guy trying to score at home plate. But not after scoring 3, so it's 5-0 here, Sox Elite, with your long shots coming up to bat here in just a minute. We'll be back in the action on the Nero Broadcast Network. This break in the action has been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park. 5 years, the friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park. Back in the action here. Looks like Yankin stepping up to the plate. Threw really well, I thought, in the last game.
He woke up the third base dugout on that one. Just about ground that one right into the dugout. Jenkin playing right field in this game versus his usual center. Maybe give him a little bit more of a break after pitching that first game.
There's a piece of the $1 million condominiums. Special assessments. Yanking down 0-2 here. Stays alive, gets a piece of that one.
That was a pitcher's pitch. He fought it off. Hopes to get a better one to hit here.
The 0-2 offering is down low.
This morning.
Yeah, she's cooking now. I think 75 degrees here, about 2 o'clock. Outside, that's going to even the count, 2-2.
Battling, Ricky.
Shot's got to get something going here. Chasing 6 here, early.
5 or 6? 6?
Timeout called and granted by Yankin.
All right. Good
Stays
hat.
on that one. Nice at bat here by the youngster.
Presso on deck. Then probably the top of the order. They can get 1 or 2 base runners here for top of the order. The long shots will be in business.
See if that plays out. Too close to take, and Ricky fouls it back.
That one got a piece of his leg, but I think he got the carpet first.
2-2 the offering. Leadoff hitter Yankin. Chopper, second baseman, plays it on. She misses it completely on the third short hop. And he wins the battle and gets down to first base.
And I think the second baseman saw Yankin sprinting fast down the line, rushed himself just a little bit, took the eye off the ball, cost him the out, but rewards the hustle of Yankin.
Yeah, caught him in between hops there. I think it was at the bottom. Throw back, nothing doing. Brings up Fresso. Open stance. Runner takes off.
Or even caught it.
Got quite a
Heck of a
jump
jump.
there.
It was a good read off the pitcher there. Pitcher must have been being pretty, what's the word looking for, Ryan? Predictable with his pad. Some pitchers will just fall into a rhythm where they'll look over once, cursory look. You do that 2 or 3 times in a row, the runner can time that out.
Top of the third here, and might be maybe for the first time this game, shots are in a position to threaten here. The runner in scoring position. Yankin takes his lead. And that ball's driven foul down the first base line.
That one hit the pole square. It's reverberating still as we speak. I think it was a D flat. Was what it sounded like.
D flat. Nobody holding Yankin on. Hard to lay off that one. It's caught a couple of our guys. Nice job there by Fresso.
Good eye, bud.
Evens the count up. 2-2 here. Good at bat here. 2 good at bats in a row here by the long shots.
James, find a barrel.
Fresso should reach. Bring up the, or after he reaches, it'll bring up the top of the order. No. Drop third strike. Gonna make a throw down.
It's good base running, Ryan. If you see a chance to take a base, take it. Might prove to be the difference at some point.
Yeah, just tough. We could see it from over here, but in the batter's box, it must look real tasty and then just disappears.
Kind of like the bratwurst.
Come on, Jonah.
Gets that one out, and the right center fielder second. It might be trouble. Right fielder there.
It'd be big for the long shots to at least get one run here. Big at bat by Byers, trying to help himself. Get the long shots on the board. First run sometimes is the hardest.
Upstairs, ball one.
Defense shifting, the coach's instruction.
Like to see Byers take one down that third base line. Boy, that would be.
That's a short fence, so it might not take too long to corral it. I think our spotters had that about 280 to left field before the game.
Is that right?
Yeah. Hence
Short porch.
Hence the 40-foot net monster out there.
That one's going to get all the way down the right field line. That's going to get the job done to score the first run for the long shots. And Byers does help himself out. Gets one down the first base line. And drives in Ricky Yankin with 2 away. Run around first. Going to bring up Ranger. I'll get the second pickoff attempt of the game. White Sox elite.
Wants to keep him out of scoring position here, Ryan. 2 outs.
Hammered that. This kid Ranger, tell you what, he just continues to absolutely